Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic day, wherever you are around the world. And welcome back to the Cop Council, of course. And welcome back to the breaking news, of course. Liverpool are signing players. Jesus Christ, what's happening? But of course, it's come out of the blue. The player, of course, that we're going to go and sign anyway, of course, and that is, of course, Stuttgart's. Oh, well, obviously, yeah, it is Stuttgart. Wataru Endo, of course. Now, again, I'm not going to turn around and say I'm a known expert of his. I'm absolutely not. I was very surprised with the name that came out about half an hour ago, and yeah, what an absolute shock it was. Again, apologies, chat, that we was meant to be going live at 9, but I thought, again, we'd cancel the stream, come back with the breaking news, of course, with Kamari Undo. Again, look, absolutely unbelievable scenes as well. And Andy Robertson shout potentially as well. Just going to quickly, well, I'll get up the breaking news, of course, as well. Apologies if the stream does. If it is a bit blurry, again, nothing I can do about it. Again, it is getting finally fixed tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Anyway, to be fair, but yes, let me know how you lot are in the chat as well. And of course, if you're new around here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, guys. Once again, it'd be very much appreciated. As always, chat as well. Let me quickly scroll up to the chat. Of course, Brian saying hi, Connor, as well. Good evening, Bry. Wigson as well saying, Kong, how many foreign players can we possibly sign? If you had it's two, do you know if it's any chance? Yeah, it is two, unless it is to be sold. I know. Again, we're not going to mention him in this episode now, but of course, Ryan Gravenberch has got mentioned again today. But again, he wouldn't count as a foreign spot in the team because, again, I think he's under the age that is required of it anyway. So again, that's some sense maybe Liverpool might be looking at, but again, who does know at the present moment in time anyway. But Bree as well with obviously with Bry, not Bree, sorry. Big up as well. Good evening, Jordan. Hopefully doing well, mate. Some fans are reacting to this news like the Endo days. Sorry as well. That's a Doug joke, that is, Bry. To be fair, but yeah, two places left. Yes, that is true. One space if Endo takes it, then so that's basically one extra DM or centre back as well. Yeah, unless anyone does go. That's I think the big one. From what I wanted Liverpool to do personally, now it doesn't make sense unless somebody goes. But then again, I think Liverpool can. I think Liverpool can do it in terms of, again, foreign spaces, but again, I think it impacts the squad in that regard as well. But of course, we could technically not register somebody as well. So maybe there might be someone in the squad who don't register unless we sell as well. Yeah, absolutely, 100% with that as well. What else do we have? Let me quickly scroll down. Why we didn't get rid of Adrian? Never know. A third choice could easily have been homegrown as well. Yeah, absolutely, 100% shot as well. Simicus hasn't been sold as well. Yeah, again, there's plenty of options still, I think, for Liverpool. I was going to say Nat Phillips, but of course that's homegrown, so that wouldn't make much sense. But yeah, there's definitely some things in it as well. I can see you guys saying as well that there is a here we go as well. I'm going to quickly check as well for you guys. There is a David Ornstein tweet as well. Jeez, that much, eh? Jesus Christ. Right, so we will get into the breaking news then, chat. I will quickly get that up for you guys just right now. Let me quickly go and David Ornstein's tweet as well, because that would make my life a lot more sweeter, wouldn't it, chat? And make our lives a lot more sweeter as well. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts. Get all your comments in as well, and concerning, of course, the can't think of his name. Wataru Endo as well, or Endo, however you want to pronounce his name. Anyway, and again, we'll definitely learn more about his name. Of course, again, judging from a few people as well, of course, had a really good World Cup for Japan as well. So again, we will be taking a lot. We'll be taking a much needed look as well into him. But again, we talk about squad availability, we talk about depth. Again, he does massively bring that as well, to be fair. But let me quickly, I'm going to the wrong way. Right, so let me just quickly get up everything that we know so far on Undo, anyway, Endo, however you want to pronounce his name, anyway. But of course, Fabrizio Romano earlier on did come out and say that Liverpool submitted a formal bid to sign Japanese midfielder Wataru Endo on a permanent deal. Negotiations ongoing with Stuttgart. Player wants the move as it's the biggest opportunity in his career. Surprising move by Liverpool director, of course, York Smackter. And then David Ornstein tweeted out about 15-20 minutes ago saying Liverpool closing in on a signing Stuttgart defensive midfielder Wataru Endo. Obviously, Stuttgart wanted to renew the contract. Of course, he does have 1 year left on his deal, but Liverpool are in advanced talks, plus 30-year-old guaranteed permission to leave to Merseyside to complete his move as well. And I will quickly get up, obviously, for the new Fabrizio Romano tweet, and of course the David Ornstein tweet as well for you guys. Just give me 2 seconds as well with that. Right, so there we go. So that's David Ornstein's tweet. Quickly get it for you guys, because then that would make my life and your life a lot more easier, wouldn't it, chat? Well, certainly mine anyway. But here we go. David Ornstein. If this would wants to load, there we go. So let me quickly get me off the screen. Anyway, chat. Let me quickly make this a bit bigger for you guys. There we go. So from David Ornstein saying that, if again that wants to go bigger, there we go. So David Ornstein coming out saying Stuttgart expected to receive a fee in the region of 19 million euros from Liverpool for Wataru Endo, according to sources in Germany. Shock deal for highly rated Japanese international to bolster Liverpool's midfield following recent departures as well. Again, you can see my likes on Twitter, guys, if you want to see it as well. But yes, there we go. Fabrizio Romano as well, confirming it. Wataru Endo to Liverpool. Here we go. Medical test booked on Thursday for Japanese midfielder who's joining from Stuttgart for 18 million euros, which I think works around, to be fair, I think, 14 mil, somewhere around there. 14, 13 mil. Personal terms agreed in few hours as Undo asked for Stuttgart captain to leave and follow his dreams as well. Exclusive story confirmed as well. And to be fair, he does look good in a Liverpool shirt as well, to be fair. Anyway, but let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments on him. Of course, we will take a look at his statistics, look at his stats, and again, we'll take a look at everything concerning Undo as well. But again, a very out of the blue situation, isn't it, guys? And I think for me, this is works both ways. And again, we'll take a look at a few people and what they've said as well about the signing. For me personally, it does very much feel like an Andy Robertson style signing. Again, nobody that again had anyone on the list. Again, I know people automatically think 30 years of age, like Jesus Christ, what are we playing at? But for me, if we were to bring him in, if we were to bring in somebody like a Decore as well, of course, was going to talk about him massively in this episode as well. For me, Decore is a must for Liverpool in terms of what he brings in particular. But in terms of Undo, just taking a quick look at his statistics and taking a few glances at what he can bring. We all talk about Liverpool missing that James Milner style player in the team. Now, of course, Undo, he can play centre back, he can play as a defensive midfielder as well. Of course, would he be thrown into the deep end on the weekend? I'm not sure whether or not Jurgen Klopp would do that. But again, to have somebody in for maybe 3 or 4 years to come in, with a lot of experience, help the youngsters, help obviously Stefan Bajcetic potentially, whoever else comes in at DM. Because again, I don't think this is the end, if I'm being perfectly honest, of Liverpool's midfield. Again, I fully expect Liverpool to go and get a number one DM now, and to go and get a centre half now um, in this window as well. But again, guys, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. We'll try and get each and every single one of you in the comments down below as well. Of course, if you are new around here, hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button as well, if you are new, of course. And again, yeah, it's a very out of the blue situation, guys. Again, we were going to talk about Amrabat. We were going to talk about Decore. We were going to talk about Andre. There were so many things we were going to talk about. Gravenberch as well, like I did mention. But yeah, it's a very weird transfer. I'm not gonna lie. I like it, but I don't at the same time, because it takes away an international spot, which, like I said to you guys, for me the two was going to be Decore and Inacio. But yeah, I don't know, chat. Let me know your guys' thoughts as well. To be fair, in the comments. But two after Endo. I think it's already two now. So Endo would take up one of those. So again, it would only be one. But again, I'm not entirely sure on that as well. But I'm surprised, says Bry. Yeah, absolutely. I think everyone is, aren't they, at the moment as well. But Costa should have been sold, to be fair, as well. Yeah, especially if we're going to be playing this box formation as well. I'm not going to lie, I would agree. Endo just cost us 19 million euros. So again, it's around 15 million pounds, chat. I would suggest, but again, obviously, I'm not going to work it out in my head completely, but I think it is around 15 million pound. Breaking Wataru Endo to Liverpool. Here we go, done as well. Yeah, thank you, Jordan, for that. Prime Busquets wishes to Endo as well, says Trap. Jesus Christ, absolutely wonderful scenes in the chat. What else do we have? What's here we going well? I don't have a clue, to be fair, Brian. I'm not even going to look that up neither. Connor, we just saw a video of Endo Boys got a shot on him as well. Again, I've only seen bits and pieces of it, if I'm being perfectly honest. But yeah, it's I've seen encouraging things from him, and again, there's a lot of people in the Bundesliga as well think that he's one of the best midfielders in the league as well. So, if not the best outside of Bayern Munich. So, again, if Liverpool have got an absolute bargain on their hands, then more than happy in terms of squad depth as well. Absolutely. Just pretend his name's Enzo Lol as well. Yeah, it's when you think about it like that, it is, yeah, not the best, is it? To be fair. I would have been more comfortable with a player like Decore for DM and Inacio at centre back if we had two spaces and not selling anyone as well. Yeah, I would agree. I think that again, that was the two for me. But I'm not sure. I'll have to check up on it. But for me, I think with Undo coming in, it would now take up a foreign spot in the team, which again would only mean we've got one left. To be fair, because again, unless there is another departure this summer for Liverpool, I'm not entirely sure as well anyway. But don't worry, we will get Decore and one more still, I reckon, as well. I think we get in, to be honest with you, chat, I think we get in a proper DM, and I think we get a centre back in. Because again, we have to. Again, that's not a debate in that sense. Again, Liverpool have to get somebody in the door anyway. But best opportunity, opposition fans are absolutely roasting these tweets. Let them. They did it with Andy Robertson, didn't they? And look what happened. That's the one thing I'd say. Anyway, to be fair. What else do we have? He will prove them wrong. Yeah, absolutely. Again, you hope that this is a really smart deal from Liverpool. But I think a lot of people were worried that, oh Christ, it's another Arthur Melo situation. And look, on the face of it, when he got rumored and linked, of course, it's not the name that we all want in terms of a potential Florentino Luis or or something else like that. That's the thing for me where, look, it's a complete name out of the blue, and I think what people do forget is look at Shinji Kagawa, for example, at Dortmund. Look how Klopp worked with him so good, as well. Obviously, Taki Minamino being the last Japanese Liverpool player, was the first and the last. But obviously, now we've got another one in Undo, and that's the thing where, again, it's a very underrated signing if Liverpool, if it is, correct and so on as well in terms of what Liverpool needs. And it could work out brilliantly. But the thing is, it's, again, people will look at it, if it doesn't work so well, again, 30, the price as well, people will criticize as well. There's so many gambles in terms of it as well, where in one hand it could work brilliantly for Liverpool, in another hand it could be absolutely terrible for us as well, to be fair. But 30 years old, for someone who hasn't played in a fast league, we can get 3 years out of him as well. Yeah, absolutely. Akanji cost less. Julian Alvarez cost less as well. Did they really? I thought Alvarez cost 20 mil. Cheap is irrelevant as well. Yeah, it is irrelevant. But again, if it's the right player for the squad, I don't mind that, as long as we get a proper DM in now and not be messing around for the next 2.5 weeks. Anyway, but Con, if they're both foreign, who do you sell to free up the spots? I don't know personally. If Liverpool are sticking with the box formation, I agree with you. I think Costas might go potentially, but again, we would have to see anyway. But unless we sign a homegrown player, we can bring in another foreign player then, right? I'm not sure on that. Maybe that might be the rumours with Gravenberch potentially as well, because again, Gravenberch wouldn't class as a foreign spot. Of course, wouldn't class for homegrown either. I'm not saying that, but again, he would class for that. To be fair, so yeah, it would be an interesting situation, and hopefully Liverpool sort it out in the next in the next 2 weeks, of course. Anyway, but yeah, medical book tomorrow, of course. But Rizzo Romano saying again, here we go on that as well. Liverpool might have just signed Tenko and Endo, all being a hope. One hopes Amrabat comes too. Not for me, Gary. I was going to say about it earlier on. I don't want Amrabat at Liverpool. Know the options that are available. For me, Liverpool should 100% either go for Florencio Luis or Decore, for me personally. Adrian to Saudi, then it's next week as well, says Scouser. Well, to be fair, Scouser, it could be anyone, to be fair. As long as it's not a main first teamer, then again, that's good in that opinion anyway. But Bree, we all speak English in South Wales anyway. Yeah, it's pretty much that. To be fair, we do have a few places that do speak Welsh, but again, it's no, absolutely not. We're going to back Endo, but we can't ignore the clubs not going in the direction we wanted. True, yeah, I think in some sense, again, it's not the big name I think we all hope for, to be fair. But Alan's in, I think you're around here as well, saying this will cost Liverpool. They will probably have to sell Salah to the Saudis to pay for him. Jesus Christ, it's not that bad, lads. We just we went to go and splash, what was it, 100 and odd million on Caicedo, let alone get Undo in. But when you think about it, guys, there is 15 million off that. Well, it is basically now 100 mil Liverpool have to spend minimum on everything else. So again, it could be maybe something else. Hopefully, Liverpool get their business wrapped up within the week potentially. But yeah, we can all have hopes and dreams, chat, can't we? He played in the World Cup next to Ayo Tanka, I think it is again. Again, I'm not entirely sure. I watched him a little bit and watched a few World Cup highlights just now, but again, obviously I'd have to watch more in depth of his as well. Again, Brian, I'm not going to pronounce that because I'm going to completely butcher my own language. But all Welsh people speak Welsh. That's what makes them Welsh. I've watched S4C before. Jesus Christ. Go and tell everyone that then, Bri. To be fair, Wiggs asks, is that no? That's the wrong comment. how old is Decore? He's 23. Decore is from Crystal Palace as well. It's going to take up to 60 million to get him, I think. 60, 70 million. Again, that's the road Liverpool are on at the minute. I hope he's just a squad player. I think he'll be a squad player. Again, I'd hope he's a squad player, and Liverpool are not going to go, right, we've got our people in, guys. We're going to turn around and we're going to go and we're going to bid for him, and we're going to make sure that Endo is our number one DM for the season. Absolutely not. If that was the case, then I think everyone would be fuming, and rightfully so, as well, to be fair. But yeah, it's ridiculous though, isn't it, chat? The fact that I think so many people have turned around and gone, oh well, this might be Liverpool's business done now. I don't think it is personally, but yeah, I think very much so. Liverpool are going to have a very busy 2.5 weeks for sure. But sign Tomori, homegrown as well. He's not left-sided centre back, unfortunately, Bob. He's very much a dominant middle centre half, I think, or even right-sided centre half as well. Inacio is the young enough to be bought without counting as a foreign player yet. You would think that, but unfortunately, no. He would count for homegrown spot, unfortunately. I thought that as well, Vaz, but again, he will count as a homegrown talent, not homegrown, as a foreign spot. Again, apologies for that. But yeah, he would count for it. Again, I don't know why he would, because he is 21, but again, I'm not entirely sure. News could break at 10 or half 10. What's this for? Trap with somebody else, or again, I think it's pretty much done. I think Liverpool will get this done, and then hopefully we sign a number one DM the next week. Anyway, because again, Newcastle is the game for me, because Liverpool could afford to. Because again, we're going to talk about it, of course, more. We're going to talk about it more, of course, with when we're talking about starting 11 predictions on the Bournemouth preview. But again, Liverpool could end up playing Thiago in the sixth. Thiago's back in training. He's back in first team training. Looks good as well from the of course the things we've seen. But it could be a midfield three of Thiago, Alexis McAllister, and Dominic Szoboszlai as of right now. So again, it's an interesting situation, of course. But let me quickly read out Sadash's comment. If StreamYard would want to work. If Liverpool wants Stuttgart, then make an offer for the player now. Don't delay. Pay the asking price for Stuttgart now. Pay him now as well. But it is agreed, mate. It is 19 million euros as the things right now. But if any collaborations, my mate who's Japanese thinks he's class as well. So that's good to hear. Thank you, Ant, for that as well. And I could see Ant in the comments as well. Also, please go and subscribe to Ant's Leicester Football channel as well. Maybe we found a Bowley loophole, the regulations of players. I'd hope so. Just to, of course, help the situation anyway. Whereas if we can't include them, if they've just signed from Germany or something like that, and that would be funny if that was true. Anyway, but what else we've got? And saying also 50 people watching, only 8 likes, sorted out chat as well. Yeah, if you could again massively hit that like button, guys, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Of course, look, we've just hit 1.3 I think at the minute. So again, we are trying to get to 2k maybe before the end of the season, potentially. It would be a lot of an ask if we could do it. But yeah, I think we could do it, chat, as well. If we could get as many reds in here as possible. Again, it'd be very much appreciated as always. But yeah, we're trying to get to 2k as quick as possible at the present moment in time anyway. But again, let me know. Chat in the comments. Who's measuring me? That's not important right now. Go away. Sorry, chat. What do we have? I'm only joking. Wigs as well. Val saying we could buy Endo, Inacio, and another foreign midfielder, with Inacio being 21. I'd like to agree, but again, it's for some reason Inacio counts for a foreign player spot, unfortunately. Which again, I don't know why. But I think. I was watching Redmen earlier on, and they were talking about it, and they were saying that on their statistics showed that he would count for it as well. So again, I'm not entirely sure either, to be fair. But we're saying I've been reading Decore has a £47 million release. That's the rumor, as agent has said. Yeah, I've seen this, and I don't think it's true. I think Palace even come out and said that again, it's not true. To be fair, but Klopp wins a race if in Japanese player. Kagawa in Dortmund, Minamino in Liverpool. Yeah, he knows the Japanese player, doesn't he? To be fair, and probably gets the best out of them as well. Inacio 21 is Evars that could work. Again, you hope they would work. Evening all, I'm not going to lie, I've never heard of this guy before. Same Hannah, don't worry. I think everyone was before the stream anyway, but yeah, it's a really weird situation to be in, isn't it? Just random out of the blue on a Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening, sorry. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. But Decore and Endo would be solid by Settage and Thiago rotation options as well. Yeah, I think that's what it's most likely going to be. Breaking news: Endo wanted by Chelsea. Go away, Ant. Was it top body? It's like, right, Liverpool getting another midfielder. I want that guy. And yeah, no, go away, please. I need subtitles for snooker. Do you, Scouts? We hope we can hope Ant as well. Says Wiggs. Sorry, chat. The chat is taking forever to load at the minute, but Robbo came in like that and was overwhelmed, not only rivals but even ourselves. Come on, let's get this guy and pull all the Bowley shit behind us as well. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Oh, snooker hole. What are you on about, Wigs? Like, what's going on, chat? Anyway, but I will quickly go over, anyway, of course, all of the stuff that has come out about Liverpool's new player, of course. Obviously, Stuttgart's, former Stuttgart midfielder, potentially, of course, Wataru Endo, of course. Fabrizio Romano earlier on, if I can quickly get Wiggs' comment down, that would be better if I could do that. Chat as well. So exclusive submit former. I can't talk. Liverpool submit formal bid to sign Japanese midfielder Wataru Endo on a permanent deal. Negotiations ongoing with Stuttgart. Player wants to move as its biggest opportunity in his career. Surprising move by Liverpool director Schmachter. Of course, that was backed up by David Ornstein of The Athletic, saying that, again, Liverpool closing in on Wataru Endo. Of course, obviously, Stuttgart wanted to renew the contract, but Liverpool are in advanced talks and have been given permission, of course, for him to be given his medical. And then Fabrizio Romano, if I quickly get the tweet up as well. There we go. From Fabrizio Romano saying Wataru Endo to Liverpool. Here we go. Medical test booked on Thursday for Japanese midfielder who joined from Stuttgart for 18 million euro fee. Personal terms agreed in a few hours as Endo asked as Stuttgart's captain to leave and follow his dreams. Exclusive story confirmed as well. And then it's also, if I quickly go back. If this would allow me to go back as well, there we go. You get some Twitter video there, guys. Stuttgart expected to receive a fee in the region of 19 million euros from Liverpool for Wataru Endo. According to sources in Germany, shock deal for highly regarded Japanese international to bolster Liverpool's midfield following recent departures, of course, and obviously at James Pearce and The Athletic as well. So again, guys, keep on getting your commenting. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments as well on Wataru Endo. We will get his stats up in a brief moment as well for you guys, so you guys can see, of course, on RPRef of his stats. Because again, not the best, I would say, but again, hopefully that's just a blue screen in that regard, to be fair. But are you lot still chatting about snooker? What's going on, chat? What are we playing at by ear? But I bet that guy makes banging sushi. Brilliant wigs, absolutely brilliant. Vas Flowers, wouldn't it be really, really funny if we bought Undo and he was much better than people thought, and he nailed Caicedo, then Chelsea came to Anfield. I can't wait when Chelsea come to Anfield, and just the reaction that not so much Lavia would get, because I think Lavia, the whole thing with Lavia is different. With Caicedo especially, I think the reaction is going to be toxic, and I mean electrifying toxicity, in terms of that as well, to be fair. But Brian did get HTV Wales 2 as well, showing you ages. I don't even know what HTV is, and I'm 24, so was it something in the 90s, guys? Like, again, you have to let me know. But what else we have? HTV, yes. I got a black and white portable from my bedroom, age 10, in 1983, and I got HTV. Jesus Christ. I'm showing my youth by that chat, to be fair. And Endo is probably what we need. Just somebody to mop up the mess. I just wanted Decore first, then him as well. But that's the thing. It's like I said though, chat. It's Liverpool have to get their midfield sorted before Newcastle, and that's the thing. You'd think that Decore would take, if it is to be Decore, because again, there's nothing to say yet that Decore is the guy for Liverpool. There's of course been rumours, there's been suggestions from certain journalists. Of course, I think James Pearce today spoke about him. I think even Neil Jones has also mentioned him a few times in conversation, but there's been nothing as of yet to say again, look, that's Liverpool's guy. Liverpool are definitely going to go after Decore, and that's what we're going to plan on doing. There's nothing to suggest that as of yet, but there's certainly, there's certainly a feeling around there where this is only a backup signing or squad option for Liverpool. It doesn't feel like it's going to be right. This is it. So Liverpool are going to sign Undo, and then we might look at a centre back, and then at the end of the window we go, oh well, we tried for Caicedo, we tried for Lavia, and we didn't get them. That's the annoying thing that I think a lot of people will be very frustrated in that sense. But it doesn't feel like that. It feels like it's a signing for now. Get him in, get him working with the squad. Again, you've got Thiago there, you've got Alexis McAllister there for Bournemouth on the weekend. But then that Newcastle game, I think, is the most important one for Liverpool, because I think if Liverpool were to lose that, again, we talk about deja vu of last season. Again, it would massively feel like that in some sense as well, to be fair. But Mark says 30 is not old. Look at Milner, great stamina as well. Yeah, absolutely. Disappointed in the signing, says Barry. You have to wonder, at 30, why hasn't he got a big move as well? Could be a late bloomer in that regard. Again, I'll quickly get up. Sorry, Wiggs, let me quickly take down Wiggs' comment. Let's do quickly scroll down. So yeah, this was Jon Afterfertov as well, saying that a smart move by Liverpool, one of the best in his position in the Bundesliga. Aggression, can keep the ball very good. Leader, captain by Stuttgart, and Stuttgart love him as well. And of course, these are the statistics as well from Wataru Endo versus the Bundesliga's midfielders since the start of the 2021 season. Of course, most possession won in defensive third, most aerial duels won, most clearances, most headed clearances, second most touches, second most passes completed, second most second most possession won in the middle final third, and second most tackles in the final third as well. Which again, you look at those statistics and you go, like, Jesus Christ, it could actually be a really good signing for Liverpool as well. And I think, looking at it and looking at the face of it, again, I know plenty of people will be frustrated, and everyone really looking at it go like why are we going after him? But like we said, for a squad option and a rotation option, he could very well be a good thing for Liverpool as well. As Jon Afterfertov has said today, in terms of, again, he's aggressive, can keep the ball as well. I think that's what Liverpool massively lacked against Chelsea potentially in the middle third, was somebody to be aggressive, to go and win the ball back and then keep the retention of the ball as well. I think that was very much a problem for Liverpool to be fair as well. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below as well. What else do we have? Maxine, good chat on here, lots of banter, and orange cover eyes. Well, yeah, we do have a laugh, to be fair, as well. Again, as long as you're respectful, like I said, as long as you're respectful, respect one another. Again, I don't mind banter in the chat. That's the thing that, again, I think is the best thing about communities and again, football in general. I think banter is perfectly fine. When people take it over the top, then again, it's something to turn around and go, yeah, get lost in that regard anyway. But yeah, I think we do have a laugh in here. I love the banter. It's great banter. It's great banter. To be fair, I think it's the fact people are expecting something bigger after being disappointed over Saicedo and Lavia news. Yeah, absolutely. For the price, it seems a no-brainer as long as we buy others as well before the window closes. Yeah, absolutely, 100% believe us. That's a Vaz. If we get extra DM and a centre back, will be good to go as well. Yeah, well, the squad would be better for it then. To be fair, but I had a black and white license when everyone had color TVs. Got away with that for years. Lol, as well as Panov. Jesus Christ. If I'll die if we don't get the points on Sat. I'll stay in all week as well. No, we'll go into hibernation. I think that's the best thing, Mark. Anyway, hope those stats are true and it's not a typo over his 20-year period. No, it is true, Scouse. Don't worry. It is true. And again, a lot of people in the Bundesliga seem, again, like I said, apart from the Bayern Munich lot, does rate Endo as the best midfielder in the Bundesliga in terms of, again, defensive midfielder. So in some sense, that's reassurance then potentially. But again, another Bundesliga signing as well for Liverpool. Of course, we knew that Jörg Schmachter was to be the what was it, the Bundesliga expert as well. Of course, he has played. He has played against Liverpool as well. I believe. Was it the COVID preseason chat where we played Stuttgart as well? So again, I don't know if he was notable in that game. I can't remember. To be fair, neither as well. So again, it would be interesting, of course. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments anyway. But he's a good player this Sunday. I hope so, mate. No, it's not going to. It's not going on for years with our fans as if a player near 30 is no good. But I always want someone the age of 20 as well. That's what I say, mate. Again, it's if we get him in, if we get the Korean or Florentino Luis, I'd be more than happy with that. And a centre back, obviously. But if we got them to a midfield for DM, I'm more than happy for that as well. But I remember rented televisions. I went with my dad to rent one, and they knocked him back because he was out of work. I was embarrassed, but it was also funny as well. To be fair, right, I don't know whether or not if I should be telling this story, especially on this video. But I remember once my nan going into I won't say the store because the store is very much gone now. But I remember she went in once and it was to make a payment for something, and the guy refused the payment because it was a ripped note. I remember my nan went completely nuts on him, and yeah, that's just the thing. I think my nan wanted to smash him with the phone that he was holding. So yeah, it was a very violent conversation. But yeah, people are annoying when something again, if you don't have something, you don't have the correct thing, again, people can be a bit annoying. Other Bundesliga, well, if Klopp wanted him, then he's probably no good. So again, mate, be positive, be happy. Liverpool actually signed someone. But I think when last season we had one of the oldest squads in the league, it showed people then expect fresher, younger legs to bring more energy. Yeah, absolutely. But I remember my parents going about a telly. They had money box. I think everyone had a money box growing up. To be fair, That's who knocked me down to 13 as well. Endo is a fantastic defensive midfielder. He is good. Please, Liverpool sign Endo. Please, we'll need the defensive midfielder sign Endo as well. Again, but he is a Liverpool player by the looks of things. A guy would collect from it weekly as well. Yeah, I think everyone had that. To be fair, and if you didn't have that, or didn't know anyone that had that, to be fair, like what's wrong with you? Actually, no. To be fair, if you don't, if you've never known anyone like that, again, you're either A, lucky in some sense, or B, you're a massive Tory. End of. To be fair, is in the chat. I can see him having a great season. Minimum top four. Jurgen seems up for the fight. You never walk alone, believers as well. Yeah, absolutely, Mark, 1,000% with you on that as well, mate. But guys, we are going to leave it there for tonight anyway. Big thank you to all of you guys for tuning in to tonight's show. Of course, if you guys have not seen the news, I will quickly get it back up on the screen right now. Anyway, of course, from David Ornstein saying Stuttgart expect to receive a fee in the region of 19 million euros from Liverpool for Wataru Endo, according to the sources in Germany. Shock deal for highly regarded Japanese international to bolster Liverpool's midfield following recent departures. And it is a here we go from Fabrizio Romano as well. Saying that again, Wataru Endo to Liverpool. Here we go. Medical test booked on Thursday for Japanese international midfielder who's joining from Stuttgart for 80 million euros. Personal terms agreed in the last few hours. Endo asked the Stuttgart captain to leave and follow his dreams as well. So again, guys, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below as well on the news as well. Again, look, I think what is realistically going to be turned around and of course be that sense. Whether or not Liverpool, announce it tomorrow, of course, will it take all day? Probably, as well as normal as well. Anyway, what else do we have? I don't know. I'm going to chat because my laptop is frozen. If you'd like to unfreeze, please stream me. I'd be very much appreciated. I don't know why it's lagging or stream or what's new. Do you want to work? No. Okay, great. Anyway, but yeah, hopefully you are having a fantastic rest of your day. Anyway, let me quickly again. I can't check the chat anyway, guys. So let me just quickly see if I can check it. Yeah. Anyway. FY, we're out of a massive. If you are a massive Tory, then fair play to you. But again, we don't accept Tories in this chat anyway. But again, if you are a massive Tory, then again, I can't help you in that regard again. But again, I will keep away from politics in this chat anyway. But guys, have a fantastic rest of your night anyway. If you're new around here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button anyway. But yeah, Liverpool look like they've got a very good squad option. And of course, we're hoping now this is the start of something huge in the next couple of weeks. Of course, hopefully we do get a proper DM and we do get a left-sided centre back anyway. But yeah, looks like Liverpool have agreed a fee for Endo, and of course it looks like it is a here we go as well. So until next time, guys, that's going to be it from us. I've been Connor from the Cop Council. I'll see you all later on. Ta-ra.